Welcome back. The University of North Dakota is part of a $10 million grant package to improve pregnant and postpartum women's access to opioid addiction treatment, especially in rural areas. So with us now, the project lead, Dr. Meredith Sjogren. Dr. Sjogren, thanks so much for joining us. The name of your project, Don't Quit the Quit. What does that mean specifically?
It's already sticking with you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I was like, wow, I love the name. I don't know what it means, but it sounds good.
Don't Quit the Quit is basically our catchphrase. So Don't Quit the Quit is a program that supports and encourages women who are pregnant, postpartum, and parenting who have opioid use disorder to maintain their recovery. So the program is all about providing that support that they need to continue with those healthier life choices and stick with their recovery efforts. So in other words, we don't want them to quit the amazing work that they're already doing.
So talk to us about how you're going to do that, because, there's such a strong bond with a mother and an infant. And yet I remember watching a documentary about a young woman in West Virginia, because West Virginia has just been unfortunately ravaged by opioid addiction. And, this mom was like, I'm never going to leave my daughter. I won't do it. And then they cut to the parents and they're going, yeah, we don't know where she is. And now we're taking care of our granddaughter. So what are you doing to help these parents?
One of the things that you kind of hit on there, Chris, is the stigma that really surrounds mothers with opioid use disorder. And that's something that we're really going to try to work on and decrease in rural North Dakota especially. But Don't Quit the Quit really has three main focuses, and it's access, education, and support. And so what we're hoping to do is increase access to providers who can prescribe medications for opioid use disorder. We also want to doubly educate not only our community, but women themselves. And we're going to do that in a very unique way. We're thrilled to be collaborating with North Dakota WIC. And WIC is an agency that's an untapped, valuable, critical resource for moms in our rural communities. And they have the ability to continue with a little bit longer relationship during that perinatal period. So we're going to increase some staff education there and really work to expand their knowledge base about opioid use disorders during the perinatal period. We're going to offer free monthly webinars to women who enroll in this program. They are invited to just come and learn about opioid use disorder, parenting, how to maintain healthy life choices. They can invite their family, their friends, community members. So we're really going to grow that educational base. And then we're going to do something a little bit outside of the box. And we are going to bring postpartum doulas to rural North Dakota. And doulas are another untapped gold mine. And they have the ability to work with families and provide this unbiased support as they transition to parenthood. So we're going to try to grow our doula support in these rural communities as well.
I got to believe that, as tough as this COVID-19 situation is, it's probably given you guys some different opportunities or ways to utilize tech, because it's got to be tough to reach people in rural areas, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And while we had originally hoped to start some face-to-face training over the summer, we're probably going to need to switch that to virtual training. And our other collaborator is the Heartview Foundation out of Bismarck. And Dr. Melissa Hankey is a North Dakota champion for prescribing medications for opioid use disorder. And so we are going to work with her and start offering some virtual training to providers in an 8-county region in the north central part of North Dakota. And then, as I said, our webinars will probably be using a Zoom platform. So moms and their families are going to be able to log on from wherever they are at no cost to them whatsoever. And it's just another opportunity to kind of expand their knowledge base and use tech to be able to do that. And certainly COVID has prompted a lot of us to start looking at those technological options to be able to provide this education and training.
Tell us a bit about your background and how your story fits into the bigger picture of all this.
Well, sometimes I think that everything I've done so far in my career has led me to this point. I am a certified nurse midwife, very proud to be one. I've been on faculty at the University of North Dakota since 2008, where I've primarily taught across the curriculum, really, in women's health. And for the past 6 years, I have been working with several different SAMHSA-funded grant teams at UND. And my role has really been to help train about identification and screening for substance use disorders. And I've really had the opportunity to focus on women with substance use disorders. So been able to train lots and lots of professionals in an eight state region of the United States, as well as locally and regionally throughout North Dakota.
Thank you for that. And that sounds like it's such a great program and pretty accessible for people. So if people want more information or want to find out about it, how do they get a hold of you? What do they do?
Sure. So we're still in the process of getting everything started, but we do have an email, und.dqtq@und.edu. And I can always be reached at merity.sjogren@und.edu as well. And we will have a website up and running as soon as we can get things going.
Can you, I love how the email just sort of rolled off your tongue. Can you say that one more time, please?
That's what we want. We want people to remember the DQTQ, and we're hoping it'll just catch on fire and take us all across the state because we really want to shine some light on women.
Was it UND@DQTQ?
It's und.tqtq@und.edu.
Great stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it and good luck.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Chris. Have a great day.
You too. All right, stick around. We got much more coming up right after this.